Hi guys, let's look at this application. So we do have a right circular cylinder. Um, it, it is known that it has a volume of 100 cubic inches. So let's draw a graph, right? We always want to draw a graph. Um, so you know the shape looks like this, right? Looks like this. Uh, and let x represents the length of the radius. So this is x. The length of the radius is x. Um, we do not know the this height, do we? We don't. So the height is unknown, right? So how do we find the volume? How do we find the volume? The volume is equal to uh, the pi x square, which is the area of this surface, the circular surface, okay, the top or bottom, times the height, which is h. We don't know, but we want to figure that out. Now, the volume is 100 cubic inches equals pi times x squared times h. Therefore, we do know h is 100 divided by pi x squared, right? So that's what we know. That's what we know. So now let's take a look at which rational function gives the cylinder's surface area. Okay, surface area. To find the surface area, we do notice there are two circular surfaces, right? One is on top, the other one is on the bottom. So we need to find that. So therefore, my surface area A of x should be equal to twice of the surface area of these two circular surfaces. So the surface area of these two will be pi times x squared, right? Twice of that because one is on top, one is on the bottom, times the uh, surrounding surface area of this cylinder. So if you unwrap this cylinder, if you cut it and unwrap it, the side looks like a rectangle, right? Rectangle. This is the height, and this the length is just the circumference of your circle. So what is the circumference of a circle? It's going to be 2 pi times radius, which is your x, right? Times. So this is your length, and the height is the h. What is h? This is the h that we just found. So h, okay, h. And then you should simplify, and then you should find the correct answer. Okay. Now, how do you continue from the next to the next one? Um, you should graph this function in GeoGebra. So let's graph this function in GeoGebra. So suggestion is use GeoGebra, right? So don't hesitate to take advantage of the GeoGebra. So this is what I would use: 2 pi times x squared plus 200 over x. So this is the function that I have. Okay, you wanna let me 2 pi times x squared plus. So sometimes you might want to zoom in and out so that you can see it better. So zoom to fit settings. So seems like my x, you can even change your x from negative 1 to x being say like 10, negative 1, right, to 10, so that it should look much better. Okay, and then I close it. So you see it looks much better. So this is the function, and then you want to find, if you look at the question again, what is the least possible surface area? That means you want to find the smallest surface area, right? So therefore you want to find the smallest surface area, which is happening at this point. That's what you so what is the x value? So this is the value you're trying to look for right here. so that it is the smallest this is the smallest, so that's the value that you want to read from the GeoGebra. Okay, so that will be the least, the radius, so that it has least surface area. I'll let you to read that. Now we already developed the relationship between the height and the radius at the beginning. So you are gonna use that to find. So you're gonna use that to find the height. So this is my hint. Okay, you really have to zoom in and try to read what the point is. Try to find that what the x is. So this is my suggestion. Um, if you forget about the like the relationship between the height and the radius, it was coming from the volume. Okay, volume is pi r squared times h. So we know the volume, and then you just once you know the r, you can quickly find the h. Okay, this is the hint.